Again, I'm a voyeur, so I love it. I'll watch it. I don't.
It was definitely
Sideshows that would come in and stuff. Do you still do those?
Yes. Like this?
oh, and the butterflies, before you get on, you're waiting in line.
Certified free, 7 days a week. That word is pussy good. My pull-out game weak. Ooh.
I was too busy dancing. I forgot to put us on screen.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
Yes, welcome to our professionally run show.
You even forgot to put my name on the backdrop and all of that. What is going on?
Hold on. I'll fix it. There we go.
Hi, Donald.
Remember, I took it away last week because your cleavage was showing so well. What up, body shoppers? This is Joe Semino with
Marilu.
Oh my God! So who do we got here? We got Alberto Gracian. Am I saying it right? Gracian. All
Yeah.
right. We got Beth. We got William. We got Queen Jess. Don Watson. That's it. That's all we got. We got one viewer on Twitter. Good number on Body Shop. Facebook. And a good number on YouTube too. What up, Jason? Oh, Bonzo Crash. What is up? Nice cat. Is that a dancing pussy?
It's a dancing kitty.
Dancing pussy, yes. Working the impossible. What's up? How we doing? Oh my gosh. Actually, I know we were just on last week, but it feels like we were on 2 weeks ago.
A lot has happened in a week's time. I'll give you that.
Yeah, that is for sure. What's up, Squibs? Big Dave in the house. Big Dave. So really quick before we get started, I was having a message exchange with Kitty on Twitter, and I had mentioned they had asked if we were going to be on tonight, and I said yeah, and I told them what time, and I had mentioned to them that we had talked about them the week before, and so they went back and watched the show from last week, and they're like, "Oh, you missed me."
Yeah, kitten, where are you? It's 8:08.
808. That's a area code, I think, for Michigan.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're from Ohio. Hey, Cliff.
Big Cliff. Big Cliff. I've got a hankering for some Girl Scout cookies.
I will say, those aren't so bad.
So, one other thing before we get into stuff, I just want to introduce you to my friend. Just showed up today, unannounced. So they'll be with us throughout the entire live show.
At least through tomorrow, right?
Well, Marilu's going to try and monkey it tonight. I can guarantee that. She's going to be there with a stethoscope, tweezers, a headlamp, and probably a couple, 2 or 3 other instruments. And she will have that rotor rooted out in no time.
Oh my God.
That's a thing for you, monkeying.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I can't even tell you like how it started, where it started from. Yeah. Well, hopefully it'll be gone by Saturday.
Queen, what? I mean, if Mary wants to save the remnants from it, yeah, you can meet their babies.
Hi, Jeannie.
Oh, what's up, Jeannie? What's up? So you know what? I'm going to stop going live on Twitch because either nobody watches or we get the spam bot watching on Twitch. What the fuck?
No, it's okay. Every once in a while we get some regulars back on Twitch.
Yeah. Well, no, that's not accurate. I misspoke because we have that one couple that watches
Yes.
from the club as well. So
Yeah.
so maybe they'll pop on. We'll see. But yeah, fuck that bot is right. Fuck that bot. Yeah. So anyway, we didn't do Yo, What's Up, Body Shoppers. I didn't do anything. Last week totally fucked me up with not having the intro and outro. What?
Do you remember how last week I just like put on my Spotify and I'm like, there's the outro.
Yes.
Oh.
That was terribly uncomfortable for me.
What? Not having an intro or an outro?
Yeah, because okay, and then I fuck it up tonight by not putting us on screen during the intro, so that we pop up automatically. So last week totally fucked me up. So yes, it was that like I don't know how to start the show if there's no intro. What is it? Someone else algae you jacked up. We gotta do better, Don. You gotta slow down with the typing. I love you, man. I love you anyway. Oh.
Wait a minute. We went from algae to had.
He must be voice
with
texting.
your voice?
No, he's voice texting. Are you voice texting, Donald? Yeah. So someone else had me all jacked up. Yes, it was. Oh, Kitten's here.
Hey, Kitten.
Did you just join the show, or what's going on? Like, were you just hiding in the wings there?
No, they were back there.
Queen, I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
100% with you on that. I mean, and I want to redo it. I want to change the videos up a little bit. Okay. I mean, I like it. I know I need to change the outro. I think I still need to change that. I got you, Don. All right. Hey, no watching YouTube when driving. Or Facebook. You're watching Facebook. Sorry. So, although I do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't watch. I just kind of, kind of look at the radio. You just kind of look at the radio every so often. And you're listening to it.
You listen to it.
Oh, Kitten got high and zoned out. So yeah, last week. If you didn't watch last week's, so interest of full disclosure, I had a couple of gummies, 2. Normally 2 doesn't do anything much for me. It just kind of mellows me out a little bit, but I did 2 gummies before the last show. And by about 40 minutes in, I don't even know what the fuck we were talking about.
You were very hyper aware. It just all of a sudden seemed like you were like, and I was like, what's going on with him?
I don't know what you're talking about, Miss Eat the Gummy Head.
I'm sorry?
Miss Eat the Gummy Head.
I eat the gummy head before the show, and then I leave the bottom for after the show, or midway through the show.
Marilu likes to eat the bottom after the show. So we're going to see how this works out tonight. If by about 8:40 you just notice that I'm jibber jabbering and not making a lot of sense, you'll know why.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. Well, we had oh my God, great weekend. Every weekend's a great weekend, but we tried something new this weekend.
Right. This was a phenomenal weekend.
Okay.
Great to phenomenal.
Yes.
Well, and unbelievable can go either way. Unbelievably bad or unbelievably good. So we had a phenomenal weekend, and
we got to do our first naked painting with a twist. Or painting naked with a twist. Or painting with a naked twist. However you want to look at it. We had 4 people naked on stage, and people were painting them. Well, not them physically, but their version of them.
Yeah, they were. It was some of it was definitely impressionist art. Impressionist art, is that right? Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, impressionism. Yeah.
But there was actually some really good, I thought, art pieces. I think I took some pictures of them.
Yeah.
I'll post them later.
Mhm.
But basically, they're actually, here's what I found interesting.
Mhm.
Almost all of the art pieces
Yes.
seem to be of the men.
No, no, no.
But maybe I
There.
missed them because I walked around and was looking, and it seemed like 80% of them were of the guys.
Okay. Well, we had one, two, three people that actually painted all four, and then
What's
we
that?
had two that actually painted um the females, the female anatomy,
Mhm.
and and then everyone else painted of their versions of the male anatomy and or males in the group. So
Can I tell you what my favorite one was out of all of them?
what?
Okay, so there was one, and it was actually done really well. Like it seemed like the person had some artistic ability.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like one of two things. The first one, which was most obvious, it was one of the male's genitalia.
Uh-huh.
It looked like it was in between two boobs.
Yes, there was that one.
That one was my favorite because it also could have been the testicles upside down. But then the other thing it reminded me of, and now I'm dating myself. Now I was not alive when this was a thing, but I remember it from my childhood. Some of you guys might remember Kilroy, like Kilroy was here.
Uh-huh.
It reminded me of like the nose was here, the eyeballs, and that was it. So it was like all three of those things. It was either somebody getting titty fucked. I think I can say titty fucked on Facebook.
Yeah.
A penis and balls, and or Kilroy was there.
Yeah. My
So
favorite was the penis in the sky.
I think I missed that one. Penis
You
in the
missed that
sky.
one? Oh my god. Yeah, maybe like Squidward's face. No, the penis in the sky
Yeah,
was
definitely Squidward's face.
they actually painted the background blue. So
Mm-hmm.
it was kind of like a penis in the sky with the moon and Saturn, and it had a crown on its head.
Was it like Starry Night?
Yes.
So Starry Night, it was penis night.
Yes, very much so. It was kind of like, wow, okay, that one's interesting. You know, there was um there was one that had just a bunch of variations of penises on the canvas. And one of my favorites though was um I want to say it was, oh my god, Miss Kitty that actually did this one. It was of the person, one of the females that was actually laying on the chase.
Mm.
And I mean, they got the chair, everything. And then there was one that where they actually did the whole background of the stage.
I think I saw that one.
Yeah, that one was pretty cool as well.
There were some, and I don't say this like I say it more in a joking way. I'm not trying to be mean, but there were some that were pretty terrible, like kindergarten level. But to listen though, I am no better, if not worse. The one that I saw, and I really meant it. I said it as a compliment. I said, "There's no way I could have done any better than what you just did."
Okay.
But the reality was, I can't do much at all anyway. So,
Well, it was cool. We also had a local artist who was kind of just walking around the crowd and giving some pointers to people and trying to uh, inspire them.
yeah, Q.
You know.
Yeah, Q,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
You said Q, right? Sorry, we're typing secret notes back and forth to each other. Oh, okay.
But no, it was a lot of fun. Someone was like, some someone said that they thought we may have set the record, or at least one of the models, I should say, set the record for the longest hard on.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Because I will say, they were at peak performance from the minute they walked on the stage to about 30 minutes after they walked off the stage and they relieved themselves of their duties, among
Yeah,
other things.
I don't know that there was a moment that that person was not erect.
Yes.
And so what was interesting, outside of the fact that he's pretty fucking big, I mean, like, would you say close to a foot?
I don't know.
Or not quite?
I definitely would say at a minimum 10.
Right. And
You
pretty
know?
thick too.
Oh, yeah.
Like disproportionately thick to his body. Like, you would expect that dick on me. You would expect. That's why I
Oh my
disagree with people. But no, the other male model, who is also very well endowed,
Yes.
was quite impressed.
Yes.
Made a comment.
Yes. Quite a few people were. Well, quite a few people were very impressed. So much so that they were like, "Where'd you get the models from?" And I was like, "Well, I just kind of pulled from some friends, some people that I know."
You didn't say randomly, right? You didn't say, "Oh, I just pulled some random members and you got lucky with the two biggest dicks on the site."
No. Well, okay, and to also full disclosure, this event was actually a vanilla event.
Is it though?
Okay, well, of the 30 attendees, only 3 were actually members.
Hey, our couple from Twitch is back.
Hey!
Couple of lunatics.
Everyone else was actually just heard of the event and thought, oh, this might be somewhat interesting. Of course, the last tagline in the advertisement was, once you're done painting, you get to get a tour of a, quote, sex club.
You use the dreaded word sex club. Yeah, more like swirl.
Swirl?
Yeah. The kitten says vanilla-ish. Turtle says it was a trouser trout expo.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so we got to,
and definitely he definitely was able to keep a small bubble around himself. Like, if he spun around, he was going to hit somebody.
well, and of course, my infamous thing, anytime we have an event that has a lot of people that have never actually physically been in the club, I pulled G to do tours. And I won't say that he hates doing tours. He just has a hard time doing a tour of like 30 women all like, oh my god, this is a cross, this is this, oh, this is so cool, and trying to like pull him into their photos that they're taking.
Well, it's like trying to wrangle cats and chickens at the same time. Like, so the first time that happened, it was like 30 or 50 women, and it was completely obnoxious. I don't even know that it was a tour. I think only like 6 people paid attention that time. But I got smart, what I thought was smart, and said, okay, we're gonna do them in 2 groups. So I took a group of 15, and Ann took a group of 15.
Yeah.
So that's right, Ryan. Us growers got to stick together. So doing that seemed to work a lot better, but then I think I took a little longer than maybe I should have initially, and the other group sort of caught up. So it ended up melding back together into like a 30-person tour with 2 different people trying to give the tour. And yeah, so it got a little messy at the end.
Hey guys.
Hey, Runjin and Chelsea.
Yeah.
So actually, that's going to be a good segue because somebody asked a little bit ago. I can't remember who asked about the panda party. Jeannie asked how the panda party. I would love to have Runjin and Chelsea comment on it, but we think it went really well.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect, to be truthful. Either attendance wise or were people going to get or connect or read that they were supposed to wear black and white. But I think it turned out really well. We also got to debut the champagne room.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you do a little follow up on that one, Marilu?
Okay.
What did you think? I want to know what I mean is what was your impression of how the champagne room went this weekend?
I think it went great. There was a lot of people that were part of the actual Panda Phillies group in the room. So they got to enjoy it, and they kind of had like a little birthday celebration for somebody. So there was a lot of activity. A lot of fun going on in there. I loved how they kind of decorated it to their own little theme. They had their own little lights on. They even did a karaoke,
Yeah.
you know, beforehand. So yeah, I think it went really, really well in there. And I hope they enjoyed themselves. Considering for some of them, it was the first time they had actually been to the club from Philadelphia.
Warlord of Shanglu says, I went to a champagne room in Germany. That was strange. Well, the fact that you were in a champagne room in Germany should have been your first clue that it was going to be strange. One of the girls licked my eyeball. That's pretty, that is weird.
Yeah.
Now, when you say eyeball, do you mean like your eyelid? Because I think I would naturally just close my eyes if somebody was trying to lick my eyeball. What did they like?
Or she like
lick your eyeball? Yeah, did they Clockwork Orange your ass and lick your eyeballs?
What did you?
Clockwork Orange.
Yes, okay.
Yes, they held the guy's eyes open while they played Bach or Beethoven or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know about the karaoke. Us joining in next month because I don't know. I have to say, the karaoke songs that were chosen were, as I realized who was actually singing them, they were very much on par for the individuals' personalities.
Hold on.
That was entertaining.
Yes. Wait, Warlord of Shanglu says, no, she was fast. So like a lizard tongue. I added the lizard tongue.
Full on
sucker tongue on my eyeball.
Okay.
I know what my next champagne room visit's going to be.
Germany.
Let's just say though, there was a lot of licking going on in the champagne room.
Yes, there was.
And I need to have somebody design a sign that says with like a Chris Rock meme, and it says there is sex in the champagne room, only at the Body Shop.
There you go.
I think that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put that in the room.
Okay.
So Warlord says they were coming home for Christmas. From Christmas Eve. I thought it said Christmas Eve at first. I was like, damn, that happened at Christmas Eve. They had stopped at a random club that had a champagne room, I guess. Very interesting. I suspect, I'm assuming it sounds like you're in the service. Mm-hmm. So you probably have a lot of weird stories.
I'm sure. But here's my thing.
What's that?
Was there consent? It sounds like there was no consent involved in that, Warlord.
Well, this was, in fairness, don't make this the segue into consent talk. We still need to talk about the parties.
Oh, well, we did, but see, they agree.
No, Warlord's agreeing that there's a lot of crazy stories. So, no. So, yeah, I think the Panda Party went well. Going back to the karaoke thing, I'm just going to say that the people singing, they weren't much better than what I could do.
Boy, you're really ripping people today.
Whoa. Let's back up for a second here. I was in the all city choir in school.
What?
Yes. I was chosen out of all the schools to be a part of a group of very exceptional singers. I even had a duet. Yes. So when I say they weren't much better than me, I may not be saying what you think I'm saying.
I'm still trying to get past the thing that you got picked to be in a choir. Sorry. I don't, yeah.
Have you really heard me sing, though?
I mean, like, okay. Kitten, do you know anything about them being a singer in a choir?
Kitten probably wasn't even alive when I was in okay, Rick James.
Exactly.
Oh my God, I'm Rick James, bitch.
No. I don't think so.
Anyway, right, exactly. Give it to me, baby. Warlord says it was all consensual, so
Okay.
good. WOS.
Yeah, see? Even Kitten says I need
Listen,
proof.
don't make me bring my mother onto this show. Because I will.
Wait, shall we dial her now?
Oh, we could do that.
Oh no.
Hold on. You keep talking.
I never heard anything about his vocal talents.
Fuck this. You about to get schooled, fool.
Vocal talent, no. Oral talent, yes.
All right. I'm going to mute my mic until I get her on. But I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to make funny business.
So he's calling. Sing Lady Gaga. Wait a minute, you got to put yourself back on. How are we going to know?
Okay. All right. So I want you to tell everybody who you are.
Your mother.
Hopefully everybody can hear that. Okay.
A little bit louder, closer to your mic.
All right. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. Was I or was I not in the all city choir?
Yes.
Did I or did I not have a duet?
Oh, that I can't remember, but I'm sure if you say so, you did.
Right, because I'm not a liar, am I?
No,
What?
not anymore. You were as a kid.
All right, Mom, I gotta go. Love you. All right, bye.
Okay.
There you go. I even
so your
remember
mom
it was
vouched for you. Fine.
it was a duet. It was a duet with another boy. So
Oh, okay.
she may or she obviously doesn't recall that stellar performance.
Mm.
Oh my God. All right. So Ansley loves to sing Lady Gaga. Yeah, see, I did call. So we got this. Yes. I'm sorry, I'm going back. All right. So yes, that was my mother.
Okay, so I guess this means that you will be joining karaoke.
I don't know. Unless I'm getting paid.
Getting paid for your vocal talents?
Yes. If you can sell tickets to it, I'll do it.
I mean, there you go. Ansley will sing with you.
All right. Good deal. I promise you won't be terribly disappointed.
So we're going to have to figure out when this next time karaoke is, right?
Yeah, a barbershop quartet.
I'll pay you in body shop bucks.
Oh my God.
Well, there's a crowd fund for this now going too, huh?
Run, John, you better set that total real low, like $7 or $8.
Oh my God.
All right. So let's go back to, we had 3 events this weekend. So we did these in reverse order. We talked about Painting with a Twist.
That was on Sunday. Mm-hmm.
Yep. We talked about the Panda Party.
Yes.
And then we had Freaky Friday.
Yes.
All I'm going to say is this. It's going to be long-winded, but I'm just going to say this. We basically sold out for Freaky Friday. We broke every attendance record. This is the second time because we broke it last month. We broke it again this month. But most importantly, not a single problem.
Yeah.
Like, it was one of the coolest, most chill. We were short-staffed.
Yeah. And I'm sure people didn't realize that,
No.
but we were.
I worked the door. I actually had to work the door. And in fairness, Anne helped also. Actually, Anne probably did the brunt of it. But no, it was a phenomenal fucking party. I'm so grateful for all the people that helped put this together.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's been quite a while to make that sort of inroads in the community.
Yeah.
In those communities.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. And of course, we'd like to again thank Central Outreach for coming out and doing free testing and having all the swag to give out to people and stuff.
Yep.
I always love working with them and having them be here and being a part of the Body Shop family and on Freaky Fridays.
Yeah, that's really been a blessing too, and kudos to you for remembering all the important details, Marilu. Because I am like,
as everyone knows, that's me.
Yes, I am like such a macro kind of person. Like, I think about the whole picture, but I don't think about all the little things most of the time that go into making that whole picture what it is. And Marilu is that person. Marilu is very much the detail-oriented person.
Also,
my chagrin.
With that in mind, I also want to say thanks to the Canton staff because they actually came out Friday and for the first time got to enjoy the club without being at work.
Right.
So they got to see what a Freaky Friday was like here in Pittsburgh and see the members. Actually meet some of the people that they've kind of like talked to online on our news feeds and stuff. So that was a good time for them, I hope, as well. By the way, hi, Kim.
Yep. Hey, Kim, how you doing? Yeah, Kim, you missed a good time. And there were some staff that came on. I don't know if you said this, that came on Friday that had never been to the Pittsburgh Club before. So this was their first time seeing it and seeing some of the differences. And what's interesting is I think both clubs are very, very similar in what they offer as far as amenities. Right. Actually, I don't know there's much difference at all. It's really just a matter of physical size of the two buildings. So it's disappointing when I hear some people in Canton talk about, oh well, our club's not as good as the Pittsburgh club or whatever, and I don't think that's true at all. Right. I think it's just as good, if not better. So
yeah, Kim, you got to come out soon.
Yep, for sure.
Yes, kitten. Yes.
Whatever. I won't talk the rest of the show then. Fine.
Well, this is your segue. This was your conversation up next.
Is it?
Yeah. Well, it's mutual conversation, but it was your subject matter.
Are you talking about the consent conversation?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can.
Feeling it now.
No. I absolutely want to do it. No, I'm looking at the time. We're only 35 minutes in. I don't know if I can talk about it for 25 more minutes.
Oh, jeez.
um,
Yeah. Kim's like, it's no means no. That's it.
I mean, yes. I mean, that's partially true. Actually, okay. So in a nutshell, I think consent is very simple. And I'm pretty sure there are people that would debate that with me and say it's much more complicated, but no, I mean, it is very simple. It's no means no. Ask before you touch. And if it's not a yes, it's a no. If it's anything other than a yes.
Yes.
And now, having said that, there are nuances. There are things. Well, okay. Here's sort of a quasi easy one. Boy, am I getting really orange or what?
Yeah. All of a sudden you went orange. Your camera went orange.
Or maybe I'm not.
Warlords was asking if we've ever visited the West Coast. Yes, we have. We have gone to a few parties out on the West Coast. We actually got to tour the Armory before it was no more. But that was a great time. Definitely a great time on the West Coast.
All right. So the
nuances.
Yeah, the nuances of consent. Yes. So one of the easier ones to go over is, and I was getting ready to say it when we're talking about if it's not a yes, it's a no. Mm-hmm. What that really means is, or the nuance to that is, you can get a yes, but if you're getting it in a way that, like, okay, fine, I'll do it, that's not a yes. Mm-hmm. That's somebody
to be enthusiastic, an enthusiastic yes.
Yes. But that's somebody who's been, for lack of another term, bullied or pushed into doing something, or worn down.
Yeah.
Worn down. So, there's some nuance to that. If it's a married couple or a couple that's in a committed relationship, and that's just, I think that's kind of a part of, that relationship. But when in the context of at a club or with new people or, even, casual play people, if it's not an enthusiastic yes, that's definitely a no.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So that's a nuance.
Mm-hmm. What if, okay, for example, what if you are asked by someone who appears to be inebriated to go play, and you are A1 okay sober, and you realize that they again might be slightly inebriated, but you say yes. Can that person that is inebriated be giving consent? Even if they're the ones that are asking you to play, can you honestly acknowledge that there's consent being made by both parties?
I mean, the short answer is no. And I think anybody that you would talk to that knows anything about consent would agree with that sentiment, that, a person who's intoxicated cannot legitimately give consent. So there's that. And I think that even goes to, I think most people common sense wise would realize, a drunk person can't, they can say yes, but that's not a yes under the right circumstances, under the proper circumstances.
Right.
Which is them being sober, at least having full control of their faculties. So, okay, here's one for you.
Okay.
That same scenario, maybe one person's had maybe a drink or two, and the other person is visibly intoxicated, and they all agree to go ahead and go play.
Mm-hmm.
The person who's not quite intoxicated or not intoxicated feels that they've had their consent violated because the drunk person has been told no once for something specific and then tried again to get it or do it or whatever. So that person felt that their consent was violated, which is true.
Mm-hmm.
But hasn't that person also or initially violated their consent? The drunk.
Okay, so I'm in agreement that the person that was not intoxicated, maybe had a few drinks, but was not intoxicated,
Mm-hmm.
in agreeing to go back with someone who was intoxicated, was violating that person's consent. Because they had more of a mind frame to be able to gauge the situation versus the other
Awareness.
person. So then
Oh.
to turn it around and say, oh, that person was drunk, they went past my boundaries or my limitations. Well, you did that in the beginning by taking them and back in a room with you.
Yeah, I mean, that's quite a conundrum because in theory, both persons' consent has been violated.
Yeah.
And we both know two wrongs don't make a right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a really interesting scenario. And I think, like all things, that's nuanced. It would depend on what the egregious act was. Was it, an inappropriate touching?
Mm-hmm.
Was it a full-on, I use the word rape? Yeah, those are, I think add those in as nuances. That can change the dynamic either way. But yeah, I mean, the reality is if you go and play with a drunk person, you're breaking consent.
Because, I mean, let's face it, in society, I'm going to say normal society or is how society looks at things. If a scenario like that was told in general terms, everyone would immediately be like, oh, the person at fault is the person who was drunk. They're the ones that were intoxicated. They're the ones that violated the other person's consent. They didn't understand no was no, blah, blah, blah. But isn't it just as much the other person's responsibility to note that that person cannot give full consent, even though they might be like, yeah, let's go back. You're hot. I want you, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
They're not giving consent.
Yeah.
They're not truly agreeing or capable of agreeing to what can or cannot happen.
Right. Well, and in that context of the scenario that was presented, the expectation that a drunk person is going to completely understand the boundaries you've drawn, or what in that case, fully comprehend that you're saying no to that specific act. I don't think any reasonable person would assume that somebody intoxicated can comprehend all of that.
Right.
If they can't give consent to having an act done to them, they certainly don't have the ability to comprehend the dialogue that's taking place, or fully comprehend it.
Yep.
So, Turtle, listen.
Yeah.
This was part of our conversation this week. I mean, these are some of the things we talk about, some serious shit, and I get mad. I told Marilu I think we should record them all the time, because we do come up with some, not tooting my own horn, we come up with some good shit sometimes. But no, we talked about scenarios like that, and what happens when two drunk people go into a room together? Then what? So, but yeah, so these are things that we talk about because there are things that we want to work on at the club also, and curating an even better, more inviting and safer experience for all the members.
Right.
You know, so I would really hate to have one of our members put in that position.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
because
either one.
Yeah.
Because it at the end of the day, both of their consents was violated.
Right.
So
For sure.
Mhm.
All right. So we'll we'll leave it at that. Not for the show. We'll leave the consent talk there because I think we need to get back to some fun shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. I mean that you say that, Warlord saying I haven't done anything drunk that I wouldn't have done sober. That's probably true for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I feel like I could make that same statement to a degree, but I think when you start talking about blackout drunk, that's where things really go off the rails. And in 20 years, that's been seen a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, anyway, nuances.
I think there was somebody we had actually been to a talk out in Toledo. I don't know if you recall this, where someone was like, you can give consent before, you can give consent during.
No. It's
you can't. Oh yeah, the other way around. Sorry.
No, you can say no before, you can say no during, but you can't say no after.
Right.
And this was one of the female. I don't know why that matters. One of the female leaders of that area's group, and I really that struck me real hard. Because when you start talking about these nuances and consent and somebody drunk and whatever, if somebody's drunk, are they really saying no after? If they didn't or weren't aware of what was going on at the time, so, but yeah, I mean, those are good points.
Yeah. So those are some of the things that we kind of like sit there sometimes and talk about and just kind of think, what would the outcome be if something of this nature happened amongst people, and how would they be talked to, or would other people in the community judge them or not? So it's just kind of like us working it out amongst ourselves and with the staff, like what would happen or what could happen if this scenario came into play, and how would it be handled? And I think everyone at this point, with our discussions over the weekend, was in agreement that it would be a violation of consent all the way around.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So, yeah, I mean, those are tough things to think about and consider. So, but, so we've got a pretty interesting weekend coming up this weekend too, no?
Oh, we do. We do.
I like the way you say that.
Well, okay. What's going on in Canton?
What's going on in Canton?
Yes.
It's 6 degrees of sexuality.
Woo.
I think this is the first time I was pulling up. I was trying to see real quick. I think this is the first time we've actually done 6 degrees of sexuality in Canton.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to look right now. I could be wrong. But if we have done it, I can tell you it's not been in a long time. Watch, I'm going to make a fool of myself here. I'm back into 2019. Oh, okay. The last time we did 6 degrees of sexuality in Canton was February 2nd of 2019. So over 2.5 years ago.
Wow. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought we've done it before, but it's just been a while.
Yeah.
So it's back.
That's back. I don't know what's prevented us from doing that, because it's such a great fucking party in in Pittsburgh. I just saw the Toledo on the list. Yeah, I mean it's I don't know why we haven't been doing it in Canton. Maybe Dave didn't like it. Dave didn't like all the different colored wristbands.
Hey, Beth.
Oh,
So are you going to Canton on Saturday or Pittsburgh?
Yeah, which one are you going to? We'll wait. No.
Yeah.
So
quickly though, someone this was an anonymous question that was actually texted to me while we were talking about consent. What if people agree to go play, but one of the parties decides it's too much for them and they change their mind? And then either feel like the other people are getting mad and they feel, kind of almost bullied into it, and they reluctantly agree to do something. Well, first, it's, you can change your mind at any time during the negotiation of playtime, during playtime. Anytime you feel uncomfortable with a situation and it's too much, everyone that's involved should be accepting of the fact that you're saying no.
Yes.
And respect you for acknowledging that, hey, I might need a little bit more time for this, and I need to tap out. Anybody who doesn't does not deserve to play with you.
Right.
Anyone who makes you feel bad about your decisions or almost bully you into this decision, or, that, oh, well, you got me hard and horny now. What are you going to do about it? Well, guess what? I don't feel like it. I'm not going to do anything. That's just that. And if you need to go somewhere and take care of yourself, go ahead.
Right.
But again, no one should ever make you feel bad about your decisions or the fact that you changed your decision to be a no. Okay?
So there's some nuance to that. Not to that part. I 100% believe that the couple bullying the other person into doing that is violating consent.
Yes.
With that, it gets complicated when you reluctantly agree. You say out loud, okay, yes, let's do it. Technically, you are giving consent.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it erases their pushing you into doing it, but it becomes a difficult conversation to have when you verbally said, yes, okay, let's do it.
The second time around.
Yeah, it can easily be construed as, well, I changed my mind. Yeah, let's do this.
Right.
And that's how it could be framed.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's part of that nuance. And I know there are people out there that are going to 100% disagree with me. They're going to say the couple that bullied violated consent, therefore everything's off the table. Technically, that's true.
Mm-hmm. But you have to stand your ground. What's right for you?
Yes.
Definitely. Again, don't allow anyone to think that that they can judge you for your decisions. Ultimately, it's your decision. I think what you're trying to say, or as in G, is that when you reluctantly say yes, you're giving these mixed signals. And this is one of those areas where there can't be any gray area involved. It's a yes or it's a no, because a maybe could be construed into being something that is giving consent.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Donald, you're right. There shouldn't be bullying. Unfortunately, it happens. But we need to learn how to deal with that.
Right.
We can't wish it away. But part of dealing with it is helping to get rid of it. So standing your ground, and that this isn't a judgment, if you didn't stand your ground, if this is a real scenario, but you should stand your ground and just stick with it. And who cares if they're angry or upset? Because if they are, that's definitely not somebody you want to be with.
Good.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeannie, that's right.
Yeah.
No at any point means it's a no-go. We're stopping things.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's no question.
And, I just want to say thank you to the person that texted anonymously for that question and that scenario. And that's very brave thing to ask.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah. And thankfully you asked that question, because there are other people, no doubt, that have gone through that same type of scenario and appreciate knowing that they're not alone, number one.
Mm-hmm.
But number two, they're validated in how they feel about the situation.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. So we had 6 degrees of sexuality in Canton.
Yeah. Wow. We shut off. Yes. And then Pittsburgh, we have Ravenous.
Okay. So 6 degrees of sexuality has always been interesting to me because I guess for me, part of that like little voyeur side of me is I like watching people go through that, what appears to them as being this intense moment of like, what wristband do I pick? Oh my God, what color do I want to engage? And it's like, should I be blue? Should I be pink? Should I be this? Should I be that? And then it's like, by the time they're done, it's just like one big old rainbow on their arm.
Right. Actually, what gets me are the couples. So we have sort of a wild card wristband or a bonus wristband. Mm-hmm. And that wristband means, hey, fuck it, we'll do everything. And so those are the ones, the couples the singles that grab those. I'm like, somebody about to have a good time tonight. So good on them to be brave and take that one.
Yes. So Ravenous.
What about Ravenous?
Ravenous, it's actually more like rave.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more kind of a glow party slash
wristband color, Beth. That's wristband.
Yeah, so it goes by the wristband colors, not the clothing color.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Beth asked if they were supposed to wear those colors or would they get wristbands. So that was the question.
Yeah. So Ravenous started out as being a glow party rave type of event. I think this one is going to be just a little bit different for some people, because there's a lot of little extra tidbits that are going to be going on for this particular event in Pittsburgh.
Tell me all about it.
Ooh. So for those of you that might be aware, prior to COVID, we used to have some guest spot burlesque performers that would come into the club, or they would perform their own show at 10 p.m. in the lounge area. So they are back.
Mm-hmm.
So this is their first weekend back. So there'll be like little pop-up burlesque shows in different parts of the club here in Pittsburgh on this Saturday as part of the Ravenous thing.
Mm-hmm.
We also have from 9 till 11, we do have a airbrush artist that's going to be here at the club. So if you get here early enough and you sign up, you can actually have them do a quick glow type of design and so forth on various body parts if you choose.
Are you getting?
Have like a little a guide of different designs, and you can pick which ones you want. And that's part of the glow party aspect, because I know everyone likes to have body paint and their glow decor on hand. So we figured this time around we'd actually would have a professional. And the great part about it is that they use, being a professional, they use theatrical makeup so that it does not stain other people's clothes. It does not stain furniture
No,
or
thank goodness.
bedding. So we're trying to stay away from allowing general population paint in the building, and yet allowing people the opportunity to have the paint on.
Right.
But with it being theatrical paint, oh my God, it's going to be awesome.
I did order more glow lights, so they should be arriving tomorrow.
Yay!
We're gonna really try and light things up. Plus, it looks like this one's going to be a sellout as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll probably end up having the dungeon area open also, just to help accommodate the extra bodies.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that it? The body paint and the burlesque? Not bad. It like is.
There's body paint, burlesque,
obviously all glow sticks and
sticks.
Yeah.
Excuse me, glow decor, all that wonderful the tattoos, stick tattoos, and
Mhm.
all the little things that everyone likes to do for the glow parties and stuff. Well,
there was a message that was sent real quick. I wanted to touch on. There was a message that was sent asking if it was going to be all techno rave music all night.
Mm-hmm. No. Yeah, the body painting is free. Okay, I've got a corn.
Marilu's going to
I
be.
think mine's starting to kick in now. Okay. Of course, if you like to tip the performers, whether they're burlesque or staff or the body painting professional, you're more than welcome to. But it is a free for those that again from 9 till 11. So you got to get here early.
Yeah, tip nicely. Don't do it
Yes.
disrespectfully. For the burlesque performers and for any of the other staff, period.
Yeah.
But turtle.
Yeah. Kitten.
Okay. Interest of full disclosure, I had 3.
Okay. Well, I just had a head. I still had the body. See?
I want to watch you eat its ass.
Of course. Have another one, G. Have another one.
I don't think I have any down here. Anyway.
But do you want me to lick it?
Oh, whoa. Hey. Hide the chips. Sorry, Cassandra.
Anyway.
I'm sorry you had to see this.
Yeah, hide your eyes, kitten.
Oh my God. All right, that's it. We got Ravenous. No, it's not all rave music. There's gonna be regular music and stuff. Yeah, and then we only have one event this weekend, thank goodness. So
yes.
Oh yeah, because Jason asked if we were having a Friday event this week, and the answer is no. So yeah, Jeannie, we're gonna go back to 2, I think. Listen, if I screw up the outro,
that's why.
Who's the limit?
Yeah. No, for those that were asking about the rave music and stuff, we do have our house DJ, Miss J, and she's opened up for a few national acts. She does have her own podcast radio show over in the UK. So that streams out of Pittsburgh over to the UK, which is kind of fun. But yeah, their musical style is everywhere, and they're very perceptive of reading the crowd and seeing what they like, what they enjoy. So yeah, definitely, it's going to be a good time.
Yep. All right, cool. Well, I think that's a wrap, folks. If you're interested in joining the club, go to Body Shop Clubs. That's plural, bodyshopclubs.com. Hit the apply button. Please make sure you fill everything out. Your application gets reviewed. If you are accepted, because not everybody can be, we'll send you a welcome email and we'll get you started.
Yeah.
If you'd like a little bit more specific or professional help, you can always chat with Marilu at mariluandyou.com. Yeah. How's business been?
Yeah. Been doing really good. Yeah,
Good.
Definitely follow me on Instagram. Marilu.and.you.
Dot.
All
right, guys, we're gonna try and do the outro, and we will see you next week if we do not see you this weekend. You guys have a beautiful rest of your week. Take care.
Bye guys.
In this house, there's some hoes 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 in this house. Certified free, 7 days a week. That wet ass pussy good. My pull-out game weak. Ooh, yeah. I'm fucking with that wet ass. Swimming in it, baby. I'ma bring a bucket and a mop, darling. Give you everything I got. I'm falling. Yeah. I'm fucking with that wet ass. Pussy. Beat it up, catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put your pussy in my face. Swipe my nose like a credit card. I'm on top, you wanna ride. Do a giggle while it's inside. Spit it up, my girl, while you're looking in my eyes. Pussy is wet, I'ma take a dive. I'ma tie you up like you're a prize. Let's role play, I'll wear disguise. I'ma park my Mack truck and you can ride. Yeah. I'm fucking with that wet ass. Swimming in it, baby. Yeah. I'm fucking with that wet ass. Pussy. Gobble me, swallow me, drip it down inside of me. I gotta jump out before it gets inside of you. Tell me where to put it, but don't tell what you about to do. Talk your shit, baby, bite your lip, girl. Ask for a car while you riding that dick. Oh, I'm gon' tell you wanna ride. Do a giggle while it's inside. Spit it up, my girl, while you're looking in my eyes. Your pussy is wet, I'ma take a dive. I'ma tie you up like you're a prize. Let's role play, I'll wear disguise. I'ma park my Mack truck and you go